Chelsea are playing Newcastle United in the Premier League, and this game is an absolute must-win if you want to keep in the top 4 race. Now, before I start, could you like, comment, share, subscribe, hype up the video? Thank you for doing so. So let's first start off with the preview of both teams, their form. The last match was both in Champions League. Newcastle, they drew to Barcelona, and they were unlucky to draw that in the context of the scoreline because Barcelona got a penalty in the last minute. Yamal slotted it in. And Chelsea, we lost 5-2 to PSG, and mostly due to individual mistakes, but also tactically we weren't good, and the team wasn't good. I made a video on it, check that out. I posted it yesterday, check it out. And in the Premier League, Newcastle United, they've won 2 of the last 5 games. They've had 3 losses, 2 wins. One of them was beating Spurs, and the most recent Premier League win was against Manchester United, where they were 10 men and they were able to win. And Chelsea, on the other hand, in our last 5 Premier League matches, we've won 2 of them as well, but we drew the other 2, which was disappointing because it was against Leeds and Burnley. But we beat Wolves 3-1, and we lost to Arsenal, which was disappointing again. But our most recent win was 4-1 against Aston Villa in the Premier League. And that match gave us so much confidence, but we kind of blew it away against PSG. But anyways, we're in pretty okay form, and this is form you would probably expect from a top 4 team. Probably a bit better form, but anyways. And in the FA Cup, obviously Chelsea beat Wrexham, and a bit disappointing how we played, but we still won. Newcastle United, they lost to Man City, which is understandable. But anyways, Chelsea, the reason this is quite an important match, a must win, is because of the teams ahead of us. Aston Villa and Manchester United, they're actually playing each other. And this is why this is so much important. And we must win here. If we do win, we could overtake either Aston Villa or Manchester United. If I had to choose who I'd rather overtake, it's most likely probably Manchester United. The reason being is Aston Villa, they're still in Europe. So further down the line, they could stumble. Man United, they literally only have the Premier League, which is why I'd rather have Man United lose so we could overtake them. And going into the match, it's going to be quite difficult to decide our goalkeeper situation. Our goalkeeper situation was normal, literally 3 weeks ago. But it's all became so random now. We have a debate between Jørgensen and Robert Sánchez. In my opinion, we should keep Sánchez. He should play this game and the PSG game. I feel like this match will be a test. If Robert Sánchez does do good, he'll go to the next game. It really does depend who goes in for this match. Let's say Jørgensen does go in. If he plays good, he'll start the next match. Whoever goes in this match and they perform good, they'll go for the PSG match. Whoever goes in and they perform bad, they'll be dropped for the PSG match. I think some focus, a quite huge focus, is going to be on the PSG game. And also we might rotate a bit because the PSG game was literally 3-4 days ago. They need the rest, whatever. Going into this game, I am quite confident. Newcastle United, the 10th in the league. We're 4th in the league. Our attack, to be honest, has been pretty good. I mean, our last 3 games, we scored 4 goals against Aston Villa, 4 goals against Wrexham, and 2 goals against PSG. That's 10 goals in the last 3 games. Pretty good. So I'm not worried about our attack. It's our defense which I'm worried about. Our midfield, again, should be fine. I'm hoping to see Lavia. If he could come in earlier, that would be great. I want to see him play. And all in all, I think we should be confident to get a win here. And people are kind of saying Newcastle, they're a good team. This season, you look at them, genuinely, they're not a good team. And I was like saying Spurs are still a good team. If you look at this season, they're not. Newcastle are mid-table. Yes, they're performing good in the Champions League, but this season they're 10th in the Premier League. They're not that top 4 side this season, as of now. Chelsea, on the other hand, they've been performing kind of like that. We are this top 4, top 6 team. And I do think we'll get the win. Let's go for lineups. So for the Chelsea lineup, in goal, I would have Robert Sánchez. This is what I'd want. Okay. At right back, I want to have Reece James in there, but be subbed out for Malo Gusto. In defense, I want to try Mamadou Sarr. and Fofana. See how they work. Left hand side, I want Hato playing. Just to see how he'll do against Newcastle, and Kukure could come on near the end. I'd like that. In midfield, I think we're going to have to see Caicedo, but I'd like him to be subbed off if we're winning in the 70th minute for Usugo to come on. Next to him, I'd probably have Andrew Santos in again. And through the middle, we'll have Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez has to stay. He's at times our best player. At times, he can just make something out of nothing. You saw against the PSG game, he scored, he assisted. He made our goals. So he has to start. On the right, I would have Cole Palmer. On the left, if Estevao is fit, he's ready to go, I'd want him there. But if he isn't, I'm going to say put Garnacho on. Pedro Neto, he started the PSG game. I think we should rest him. He can come on near the end. And I'd have Garnacho in on the left. Up front, I think we're just going to stick with João Pedro, because our striker options are quite bad. If it isn't for him, we'd have Delap, which he needs to improve. And if not for him, Morgue. I do like Morgue, but João Pedro, he's in incredible form. I think he has to start. Scoreline predictions, I think it'll be a good 2-1. And I'm going to say João Pedro, he's going to be scoring 2 of them. So what do you guys think? Do you think Chelsea are going to win? I think absolutely we're going to win. Could you like, comment, share, subscribe, hype up the video, and thank you for doing so.